Protractor cum depth gauge. A protractor is a rectangular, square, or semicircular measuring instrument. Protractors measure angles in degrees, a versatile tool that allows the angle and depth to be measured simultaneously. Wire gauge. Wire gauge is a measurement of a wire, either its diameter or cross-sectional area. The gauge of a cord determines how much current can flow through the wire. The gauge additionally determines the resistance of the cord and its weight in keeping with unit of length. Wire is sized by using the American wire gauge system. Wire gauge refers the bodily size of the cord, rated with a numerical designation that runs opposite to the diameter of the conductors. In other words, the smaller the twine gauge number, the bigger the wire diameter. Radius gauge. A radius gauge, also known as fillet gauge, is a tool used to measure the radius of an object. Radius gauges require a bright light behind the object to be measured. The gauge is placed against the edge to be checked, and any light leakage between the blade and the edge indicates a mismatch that requires correction. Feeler gauge. A gauge consisting of a number of thin blades of calibrated thickness used for measuring narrow gaps or clearances.
Bore gauge. A bore gauge is a tool used to measure the interior of a bore or hole. Once a bore gauge is inserted into the hollow that desires measuring, small parts called anvils make bigger outward to determine the diameter. The extra common and much less expensive kind of gauges characteristics anvils and are calibrated with gauge blocks. Combination square. Square in measurement device consisting of two straight edges set at right angles to each other. It is used by carpenters and machinists for checking the correctness of right angles, as a guide when drawing lines on materials before cutting or for locating holes. The tools shown in the figure are carpenter's square. There are two main types of machinist square: the precision steel square, which resembles the tri-square in the figure but is not graduated, and the combination square set. The latter consists of a steel ruler and three attachments that can slide and be clamped on it, namely the center head, the protractor, and the square head. The center head has two legs situated at right angles to each other that straddle the ruler in such a way that one edge of the ruler bisects the right angle. When the legs are in contact with the circular cylinder near one end, the edge of the ruler can be used as a guide for drawing a diametral line on the end of the cylinder. How to use tri-square. With the pivot mark on the factory edge of your board, you pivot the bottom of the tool where the protractor degrees are marked and move it to the desired degree, let's say 45 degrees, on the same factory edge. The pivoting edge of your square is now at a 45 degrees angle to the factory edge. Drywall square. Useful tool for measuring and marking 4 feet by 8 feet sheets of drywall, plywood, and other 4 feet by 8 feet building materials. Often used as a guide to score drywall. Some models available with adjustable bevel for marking and scoring angles.
Framing square. It is a 90-degree L-shaped tool made from one piece of material, with the long end usually 24 inches and the short end 16 inches. It is also known as carpenter's or rafter square because this tool is generally used for laying out rafters and marking stair stringers. Similar squares are also available in other sizes. It has a framing tables etched into the body to provide information on roof framing. It also has ruler increments printed on the inside and outside edges. Sliding T-bevel square. It is used for locating and transferring any angle between 0 to 360 degrees. It has a movable blade that can adjust to any angle by loosening and tightening wing nut or locking mechanism. It is available with plastic or wooden handles. It is also used for bisecting angles for metering when used with a compass. Folding square. It is a square that conveniently folds for easy storage. It is a locking mechanism that locks tools securely for use. It has angle markings from 0 to 60 degrees and is often used in tiling projects. It is generally available in sizes ranging from 12 by 12 to 48 by 48. Measuring square. It is a small triangle-shaped square with a flange edge for butting against the edge of a workpiece to draw 90-degree or 45-degree angles. It has different angle measurements marked on its surface and edges. It is also used as a cutting fence for circular power saws. It has markings on the diagonal edge that corresponds to layout dimensions for rafters and stairs. It is generally available in 7-inch and 12-inch sizes.